unicorns. And they black women too. Hey y'all, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. Under Black Unicorn. And this last one. Oh, this said 83%. What was that 17? Oh, something was at 17%. Maybe not. This thing charged so fast, but it died so quick. Um, what was going on? So I was telling y'all about how I was just like at a let me get my Instagram started. I used to work for Pearson, right? And what happened was I was at Pearson and I was talking to Latron at the time. Latron was like, Shantae, y'all, I'm talking about, listen, I felt it for Latron. I was like, I was feeling it, and I know his breath stink. At that time, I didn't think about it. Like, he had halitosis. So I was just like tripping off of, like, I just drive around talking to Latron. And I think the feelings that I was having was really for Eric. For Eric Henderson, because I used to talk to him on the phone all the time. I'm talking about just out of nowhere, y'all, I would have like these overwhelming feelings for this man. And it's like Latron Davis, y'all. Latron Davis. So he was like, yeah, I used to date a Hispanic. And so after I left Marcus, I actually started dating a Hispanic man. Look, they know everything, y'all. So this means these people just really following me and writing all this shit down. So I was just in the car. He was like, we should get married. Y'all, I was actually like, I'm going to marry Latron Davis, right? My mama would have been pissed because she is the one that told Latron that I need to actually date other people before I start dating him. So I was like, and this was in high school. Do y'all understand that these niggas be holding on to shit from my mama and my dad? They be mad at me. That's the same thing as your boy. What's his name? That was from Olive Garden. He was mad because my daddy was like, you will have to wait for him because if he really wants to be here, he would have been here on time. Y'all see what I'm saying? So he still started trying to dog me out too because my daddy said that he wasn't a good person. And so my daddy told him too, he was like, yeah, if you was going to be here, you would have been here on time. So he told me, don't leave this house. He was like, you're not going nowhere. If he wanted to be here, he would have been here on time. And so my daddy was like, no, he can go ahead and go. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He's like, no, you can't leave the house. It's past 9:00. You see what I'm talking about? So I was like, okay, I sit right here too. I sat there too. So after I had Blake, me and him started seeing each other. The guy from Olive Garden. I'm gonna get back to Latron. He started trying to start shit with me too over nothing. And it's like, if you already know you ain't no good ass motherfucker, and my parents are already telling y'all that y'all ain't good, then why the fuck y'all still get mad? So this is what happened with Latron. I'm on the phone with him in Texas, and he was like, yeah, Shantae, we should get married. And I'm thinking, yeah, we should get married. And I was like, I can come because I just had Blake. You see what I'm saying? And so I'll be going back and forth to this job. And so at the job, it was like 4 women, and I think they were Zetas. One of them was just a regular teacher. So the teacher, she was light skinned. She say her and her husband don't sleep in the same room. Listen to what I'm telling y'all, because it's like my grandparents. So I don't know if they was getting these stories from Riri or not. So she was like, yeah, me and my husband don't sleep in the same room. Then one of them was like, my husband is an older guy and he is in the military. Like, okay. So I mean, I'm talking about, listen, y'all, this is what's perplexing me because I'm like, why do they want to be in my business so much? So I was just like, okay. So she was like, then it was a younger one. Like I said, she said her husband was in the military and he was an older man. Maybe she didn't say he was in the military. She just said her husband was older. Then there was another one that was kind of ugly, but she looked like Cheryl Underwood. So I'm thinking about Cheryl Underwood thought she heard this conversation or whatever. But I said she looked like a ugly Cheryl Underwood. Because Cheryl Underwood is not ugly to me. Like, I think at some point in my life, I look like Cheryl Underwood for real. So it's like, but this girl, this lady is actually ugly. So I'm not joking. So I think Cheryl Underwood misheard something. I don't know when the Queens of Comedy was, but that's what it is. So I'm thinking that the call that she thought about was probably with these Zetas. I'm not joking. So listen, and I might be wrong. That part I might be totally wrong. Let me look it up though, so I can check my facts now. So look, I'm talking about these people actually comfort me. Look, I don't ever like this Lyft driver. He was like, "No, I'm gonna be a part of your life, Shante. I'm gonna be a part of your life." And it's like you don't have to be a part of my life. You have to be a part of your own life. So this was in 2000. I left in 2010. So no, that's not the call. That is not the call. So yeah, she right. It probably was them talking about it. But anyway, I said it too. I was like, she look like an ugly Cheryl Underwood. So that's it. So what happens is, it's like when, and then y'all, I really started looking at myself like I don't look like no fucking like he'd be like I don't look like her. They'll try to change my face, all type of stuff in the pictures. So anyway, let me tell y'all. So I'm still just in the classroom, and these women are actually there to harass me, and I'm thinking they doing it for your boy, for Marcus. Y'all see what I'm saying? So I was just telling him, and I guess because he was listening inside my car, he had to be. So I was like, oh my god, I feel all these feelings for oh, I still need black. I feel all these feelings for Latron Davis. All people, y'all, he an alcoholic. I get all these feelings for Latron Davis. I come down here, I move back here with Blake. Because me and Latron supposed to be getting married, or I can live in a house with him and his mama and all that different stuff, right? So he was like, yeah, my mama got a, look, y'all, he kept talking about the washer and the dryer. My mama got a stand-up washer and dryer. That's why I knew they was fucking with him because that's what Safari gave Erica Mena. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He was like, my mama got a stand up wash and dry. I was like, that's cool. Look, I ain't never used the wash and dry for real. He just kept saying it, and it's like, do you know where I'm living at? Then he was like, I'm with this. I've been with this Hispanic girl. It's like, okay, like I've been with a Hispanic man, but I ain't never tell him none of my business, y'all. So every time he say something, it'll be like he really saying something from my life. You see what I'm saying? So he'll be like talking, but it'll be really something that was about me. So I guess that's what Marcus was like trying to tell them to do. So when we was in the training, the lady was like the one that's the ugly Cheryl Underwood. She the one that always want to talk. So we in the training, and she was in there like, okay, so you gonna get married, but you gonna have to buy your own rings. And I was like, what? So the way she talking to me is just out of pocket. So she was like, yeah, you're going to get married, but you're going to have to buy your own rings. I'm talking about it just be little stupid shit. You just like, are these bitches serious? Like, I just had never met people like this. The other one was a drunk. The fourth one, and then it was the teacher. So the teacher told us her story about how she got married, right? So then I just came up with a story too. I was like, yeah, Latron is my. So they look while I'm talking. She was like, okay, so you gonna marry your baby daddy? I said, yeah, he my baby daddy. That's why I told her, Latron my baby daddy. Since she want to change the story up, all this different stuff, y'all, I just went ahead and let her make the story, whatever the story was gonna be, because it wasn't gonna be nothing but what she wanted it to be. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's the one that looked like the ugly Cheryl Underwood. I'm talking about she really in there making the story up, and you gonna buy your own rings and all this different stuff. It's like, who the fuck buy their own ring? So that's what happened with the African dude. See? So I'm talking about they just keep stalking me, trying to put me in these funky ass relationships. So when I was with the African dude, that's what he was like, will you marry me and I can pay you so much money? I was like, yeah, I do it. I don't care. And so he was like, okay. So look, they trying to cover up that they stole the stuff for the marriage. I'm still trying to see what the dude on, right? So I just kept telling him, "Nah, I can't marry you. I'm serious. I can't marry you." And so he was like, he thought I was playing with him. I wasn't playing with him. I'm not going to marry you. So he was like, yeah, I'll marry you for $4,000. I asked my baby daddy wife or something like that. I mean, no, his ex, his supposedly ex, and that wasn't her because his ex don't look like that. So it was just like all this stuff that I just kept getting kind of like mixed up in. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So y'all probably don't, but let me tell y'all. So I get back here, and Latron is just drunk all the time. So drunk he can't remember that he not giving me gas money for real to take him back and forth to work, to drive from Cahokia back up there to take him back to work. He smoke all the time. He drink all the time. Then at one point he was like, he gonna whoop my son. Y'all, that's when he was just too far. So he wanted to sleep with me, right? He wanted to whoop Blake so he can go to sleep. I was like, we ain't finna do no shit like that. Like, you want me to actually beat my son so me and you can have sex. And so I'm thinking the person that was influencing this stuff was the one that looked like a ugly Cheryl Underwood, because she don't have any type of relationship skills. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like she could probably get some money to take a trip or something like that, but she's single. So she was in a situation, I guess she was gonna put herself as me. Like she ain't want no kids. So I guess because I had kids, that was something else they was trying to get upset about. Because I put on the letter I didn't want kids, right? I did that because Marcus, again, that's how I had to get the alphas away from me too. When you write about them, they'll try to punish you like you them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like you the one that's doing all this shit. Write about them and how they are. They'll sit up there and be trying to actually go after the person like the person is not, like that's not their personality. And the whole time that's actually their personality. So that's what I'm saying. So she was just like constantly trying to either be in my business or try to make up my business. And I was like, this bitch crazy. Now somebody was on her saying, well, she was the one lying and making up the stories. It's like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't at all. It wasn't your business. And that's the thing. It's like, in what world am I bound to telling you my fucking business? And so that's what the problem is. It's like that's why they done messed everything up, because they always in somebody else's business. I ain't even tell y'all about how this drunk lesbian came to my house and started trying to be mean and rude. I'm trying to take the boxes to you see, and they always want a story to tell, but the story gonna always make it seem like they was the one in there with the sense. And it's like, no, what you saying to me, that don't make sense. When that lady was, I'm talking about, she just straight up was making up everything. And so when I got here, like I said, it just ended up being a horrible situation with Latron. And I told my mom, I say, I'm coming back, but I might have to stay there with you. And it was because they were stalking me too. They started stalking me. I couldn't even get a job. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just come back here and get a job. I'm thinking they came all the way from Texas to stalk me here too. And you're just like, when does it stop? Like, when do you stop? When do you actually stop and give me space to be myself? For somebody to actually sit there, you not my family, you not my friend, you not my confidant, you ain't shit to me. For you to actually sit somewhere and try to tell me what I'm about to do with my life, you full of shit. I'm not joking. Like, it's just like the stuff that I have been going through just because of these fucking fraternities and sororities. Y'all some bold ass motherfuckers. Y'all bolder than a motherfucker. And it's like, this is not your life. My life is not yours. My life is not yours. This is my life that you keep trying to berate and come into. And it's like y'all don't feel disgusted or nothing. Y'all constantly trying to do some shit, trying to fuck with somebody. I'm talking about, I don't know none of them. None of them. None of them. And y'all still somewhere trying to talk about what the fuck I'm doing. A whole person group. And if it's Marcus, you still have to go to jail because that's what you said in court. That's what he told you. If you fuck with me, you need to go to jail. That's why. Because he knew you was going to still try to come after me after all that shit. You sent all these fucking fraternity and sorority people after me. And you just saw that they wrote down that they raped me. They wrote it down and told you that I was raped. How I was raped, what they said and everything. You still sat there after I took you into my fucking house After I took your dumb ass in. You see what I'm saying? While you sitting over there, you gonna cry in the corner. Look, y'all, I didn't even think about this. He was sitting there crying in the corner, talking about he can't pay his bills. He ain't had nothing in there but a mattress and that's it. A mattress and a TV. He coming to work every day. He had a mattress and a fucking TV. 2 and 2. Look, y'all, I ain't put 2 and 2 together that he could be on drugs. Then I found out later he on drugs on that fucking codeine shit. Syrup. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so that's your child. You see what I'm talking about? He running game every time he got to do something. He a fucking swindler. I'm sitting up here feeling bad for him because don't nobody care about him. And it's like, that's why they don't care about you. That was the truth. They was all like, nah, don't let him because he just crazy. I ain't know nothing about him. He sitting up here trying to send me email messages and all this shit, trying to get to know me, all this different stuff. And then as soon as he got in there, he just switched. He already fucking somebody else. Why don't you ask that bitch? Why you didn't ask that bitch to just put you in her house? Y'all understand what I'm saying? But she don't want to let him stay. You get what I'm talking about? Then he get a job. I drive him there, pick him up. This motherfucker, he could have really got on the bus. I'm in traffic 2 or 3 hours trying to get there to pick him up. I'm talking about still no appreciation. This is the shit I really fucking did for this motherfucker. And I'm talking about you looked at a piece of paper or you heard them tell you that they raped me and you continue to want them to rape me. I'm talking about I really was there for him. I really was trying to help him. Instead of him just being able to have a conversation, he want my whole brain to stop. Clap. So I don't have to tell him about the details of the rape. So I wouldn't go back into having emotions about the rape. They have too much, that you have done so much damage to this area that it's ridiculous. Like people can come see it. When people don't have no sense, they might as well. I'm talking about, it's like, when people don't have no sense, people can tell. Like, I'm serious. If they doing shit all out the norm, y'all, I was just on there. 2 things I just saw on Instagram. One girl was like, I'm going to eat a fertilized duck egg. You mean to tell me you're going to eat a half-born baby? You're going to eat a fetus. And that's what she did. She took the shell off. I blocked her ass so fucking quick. It's just like y'all do shit. This the type of shit they do. Because you'll be thinking that's a delicatessen or some shit like that. Then what else was it I saw? And I was like, some of this shit don't make sense that y'all do. I told y'all about the shark. When the man just cut the shark open and took out the babies. You ain't supposed to do that. You can't do that. You supposed to put her back when you knew she was pregnant. What else? It was something else I saw on her. It's just, then I don't know. I'm also looking at they didn't invite this girl down to Cabo so they can beat her up. But that's not what I thought was strange. It's something else. I didn't block it, but I just thought that's so strange that they would do that. It's like y'all don't have any ethics or morals or anything. And some of this comes from what y'all do as a fraternity and a sorority. Like y'all don't care about other people. You think because you got your ass beat, that's like a lifetime of blood and lineage and all that stuff. And it's like y'all just a bunch of voodoo people. Like I don't know what to call y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all just a bunch of, I don't know. It's like something that can't be described. And it's not ethical. It's not moral. It's not human. For y'all to actually sit here and do all this for your fraternity brother that set me up to be raped. I mean, for you to actually stalk me the way you do after he actually wrote down that I was set up to be raped. That is something that is like, that is just something that is ridiculous. Y'all don't even know the man. Y'all don't even know him. You don't know how he raped me. But maybe you do because y'all act like he tell you the outfit I had on and everything. I'm talking about for real. Y'all heard the story then, put the shit out there like you were gonna punish me for being raped. I'm talking about y'all, they had everybody put on a jean shirt with the white top. And you see what I'm saying? It was like I had on a belly top. No, I actually wore it where my belly was shown. I'm talking about y'all are actually coming after me for a rapist. And he sent other rapists too. So I'm talking about it's a disgrace. It really is. Anyway, let's talk about what creates brightness and light in my day. It's Blake, my son, and he is a true king. It was this one. When you die, what do you want to look back and be able to say that you've done? That I have changed the world. And the mantra for today is I am a kind person. I am a kind person. That's what that is. Look at yourself and say that. I'm talking about y'all. When I say this woman, when I see all this stuff where it's like, you can't be in a relationship, this man not good enough for you, you gonna have to do this. That's all this type of stuff that women say. You know why? It's because you ugly. And and you can be ugly and have a good man. I'm not joking. You could be what they think is ugly and still have a good man. You don't have nobody good in your life because you're not a good person. You ugly on the inside and the outside. That's that Dorian Gray I was talking about. You rotting. You rotting in front of our face. You are a rotten person. You understand what I'm saying? Like y'all, I'm talking about y'all. You like I said, some people you'll see with acne, you'll see with what, and you'll be like, that girl is so fucking cute. I just love how she do this. I just saw that little video too. This girl has psoriasis. She is gorgeous, gorgeous. It's another lady. She got a birthmark. She covered it up with makeup. Even if she don't cover it up, it's like she just naturally pretty. Some of y'all are just y'all can't even put on the right makeup or nothing because y'all rotted. The same thing with Demetria. Her skin is rotting. This girl over here, it's like y'all light is gone, and y'all want other people's light to be depleted too. We ain't on that shit with you. Y'all keep moisturizing y'all skin and doing everything you can for yourself because these bitches will try to bring you down with them. They want you to look like you already in the grave too. I'm talking about, bitch, you look like you was already in a grave and I was right there looking at you. I was right there looking at you and you was already in the grave. Ain't nobody gonna sit and tell me my fucking business. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like because I look so young and you know what I'm saying, they in there bullying me. This one lady, she was mad talking about, well, Blake needs some professional pictures. I'm a photographer. My son needs the pictures I take. I'm a professional. I'm a photographer. Those are not I don't do that type of photo shoot. People will tell you out here, the people that I used to work for in St. Louis, I do their photo shoots. We go out to the park, we go out to and wait till the sunlight going down and take some good pictures. You see what I'm saying? I'm a photographer. That's why I don't need anybody taking no professional pictures or nothing. I'm his mother. Every fucking thing I take is professional, bitch. I'm talking about they actually sitting there bullying me, 4 or 5 of them. And it's like, for what? For your fraternity brother that was said to have raped me. It's 2 people telling you that he raped me. One that set him up and the one that raped me. Y'all, I'm talking about this, the information they wrote down for each other. And they actually came to attack and bully me. And y'all wondering why the world fucked up right now. That's it anyway. That's it. Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. Telling you to fuck off. Go get beat by your master, your black master. You don't have to be white. She don't have to be white. Blake, I thank you and I love you. You are the brightness of my life.